An important part of maintaining good relationships is to send clear messages. If we're not sending clear messages in our relationships, then we are playing games with people. We're messing with their minds. And the people that we say we care about, they really deserve better than that. So this video could probably be summed up by the phrase, say what you mean and mean what you say. But let's go over some helpful hints and tips on how to do that effectively in our communication. First of all, make sure that your messages are congruent. What does congruent mean? Well, it means that your words and your body language and your facial expressions all match up. So if you're sitting there with your arms folded across your chest and you're saying, no, I really want to talk, that's not telling the other person that you really want to talk. It's telling them that you're upset with them. And if you are upset with them, you need to be able to communicate that clearly. If you really do want to talk, make sure that your body language matches the words that are coming out of your mouth. Keep your message congruent. Next, don't ask questions when what you really need to be doing is making a statement about how you feel. For example, instead of calling up your spouse at work and saying, how late are you going to be working tonight? You could call them up and say, when you don't make it home in time for dinner, night after night, it makes us feel. So make sure that your messages are congruent, that your facial expression and your body language are matching what's coming out of your mouth. And also remember not to ask questions when what you really need to be doing is making a feeling statement. Finally, focus on one thing at a time. If you're trying to get your child to improve their grades in a class, if you start complaining that they don't take out the trash and they don't make their bed and they leave their clothes laying all over the floor, in the middle of the same argument, you just compound the problems in the situation. So focus on the original message. Make sure that the message is clear. Ask for feedback. Make sure that there's clear communication going both ways before you move on to something else, before you drag something else into the discussion. And why is this important? Because when someone feels like they're being attacked, they get defensive. And when we get defensive, we stop listening. So the second you put someone on the defense, your message isn't going to get across. So remember, one thing at a time. So a quick recap. Keep your messages congruent. Make sure that your facial expression and your body language match the words that are coming out of your mouth. Also, don't ask a question or make a snide remark when what you actually need to be doing is making a feeling statement. And last, focus on one thing at a time. Get that message across. Remember that the second you put someone on the defense, they're going to stop listening and your message is going nowhere.